All right. Hello, everyone. This is Google Club, sure than Google Club, Java and OOP workshop session. I guess this is the fourth one. Oh my God, I can't remember. It's been, I don't know, weeks since we met. Maybe before the week before the midterm, right? So it's been like maybe 3 weeks. Anyway, welcome back. I am Dana. As you may know me or remember me, I'm a third year student in software development and network engineering. And I will be today with you to talk about fun stuff, of course, regarding Java and object oriented programming principles. Um, so we will start our session with a quick review to remember what we talked about last session, last workshop. We will be focusing today about inheritance. We'll do some, fun with coding. I don't know. We'll do simple example, and we will be introducing you to the overrides and overloads principle, and we will talk a little bit about polymorphism. Let's start with the review. I don't see the chat while I'm presenting, so Asra, please, can you just let me know if someone has a question?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Let's remember the what is object-oriented programming. So we talked last session, and I told you that object-oriented programming is about creating objects that contain both data and methods. We talked about that we create a class, and this class will have in this class we will have our data, our attribute, and our behavior, like methods, right? What we're gonna do, what this class perform. And we talked that everything in real life is an object, like table is an object, window is an object, animal is an object, is an object. And each one of these objects will have their own properties, right? So object-oriented programming is a computer programming model that organizes your software around data or object rather than functions and logic. Object can be defined as data field, and this data field has unique attribute and behavior. As I told you, animal is an object, and this animal has a name, has a color, right? And this animal has a behavior, has a sound, eat, I don't know, run, maybe jump, you know. So these all these are the definition of object-oriented programming, and we covered that last session. We talked in more details about it, right? I hope you still remember. And we talked about the structure of object-oriented programming. We know that the class is a template for object, and we know that every time we create a class, we can create instance or multiple instance of this class. And we talked about animal. Animal could be a dog, animal could be a cat, animal could be, I don't know, a monkey, right? So monkey, cat, dog, these are instances of the animal class. So animal is the parents, and the other, like the cat, dog, and monkey are the children of this class, and they are object of it, right? So also classes have methods, and which are the function that are defined inside the class and that describe the behavior of an object. Like I said, animal eats, right? Animal moves, right? Even like, let's think about, give you another example, like vehicle. Vehicle has a speed, right? And this is we can calculate the speed for this vehicle, right? For a car, for a truck, for a bus, and this is a method. And also as I told you, the object has attributes, and we define them in the class, which are maybe the color, the name, the age, I don't know, the height, the width. These are all attributes that represent the state of the object, right? How it looks like, this is this is the easiest way to explain it, how it looks like and what does this object do, methods and attribute, right? We talked about the main principles of object-oriented programming, and we say that we have four main principles. They are encapsulation. This is where you keep your data hidden from the user. You don't want the user to manipulate your data. If you have like a bug in your application, you don't want the user to change your data type, for example, right? So you keep your data hidden in a class. You use the private access modifier, right? Also, we talked about polymorphism in a bit. We say that polymorphism means that the object designed to share behaviors and they can take one, or they can take more than one form, right? So we said human is an object, and a human could be a doctor and could be a nurse, right? So this is polymorphism. Also, we talked about abstraction, and which is the process of hiding the implementation details and showing only the functionality to the user. I gave you an example as I remember there was the bank application, and I told you you may want to calculate the interest in your application, and this interest could be calculating the interest could be, you know, couldn't be the same. If you have a saving account, calculating the interest will be different than calculating the interest in your, I don't know, checking account, right? So I told you you can write abstract method that say, hey, this is a calculating interest method, but you don't you make it as an abstract. You don't implement it unless you need it, right? So you write the code for this method inside, let's say, checking account, inside the saving account, but you will be having a general class called account where you will define this abstract method in it with no implementation, right? Because you're gonna override it, right? So you don't want to write the code multiple times, right? Inheritance, we'll talk about it today, which is that we have class, the parent class, and this class can be reused from other classes, from their children classes, and the subclass will always have access to all the attributes and methods that the superclass has. And we will do an example for it. Inheritance, in definition, it's the process where property, methods, and fields of another class, right? So we have a general class, which is the parent, the superclass, and down there we have a specialized class, which is a subclass or the children class. So animal is the general class. Down there we have dog, cat, and I don't know, what's the third one? Monkey, let's say, right? Human is the general class. Down there we have doctor, oh, let's say not doctor, human, and we can say women, men, kids, right? But the top class is human. And we inherit, like, women, men, and kids, they inherit some methods and properties from the human. Like, we all have, let's say, eyes maybe, or legs, right? But we might have different name or different ages. And we will do an example. Actually, you can understand this if we write some code, right? So I will do the two examples. Class A will inherit class B, and I will do another example where class B will extend class A, and class C will extend class B, and still we will see that we will find that class C will have access to whatever class A have. Let's go to what was it? Java Playground. Share this link with you so you can have fun with me as well. Here we go. Let me copy this and I will share it with you. All right. And also, please feel free to your question in the chat or anything you would like to say. And correct me whenever I'm wrong. We're all learning here. So I will change the name of this class to main app. I'll keep hello world for now. And I will create a new, a new class, right? And this employee will have private double salary, and that would be, I don't know, 45,000, right? So this is a private. That means we can't access this without getter and setter. So I will create a public void set salary, and this will take what will take? We'll take double salary, and this salary equals salary, and I will create a getter for this public double. This getter will return the salary for us, right? And will return salary. I need to close this. Now the employee could be anything, could be a manager, right? Oh my god, I can't type. Extend employee, right? And this manager will have private double bonus, and this could be. We'll also create getter and setter for this bonus. Yeah, double get bonus. Let me know if I'm going too fast, and this will return. Okay, and we'll create a setter for it, and then public void set bonus, and we'll take double bonus, and this dot bonus will, right? Let me see my note, and we all good. Okay, so now class B extends class A, right? And class A has a bonus, and class B has a bonus private attribute, and the employee has a salary, right? Now, if we go to the main app, to the main class, the one that will be run the first time will be executed the first time you run your program. So you create an object for your manager, right? And you will say my manager equal new manager, and we will be saying system will print something, right, to see system dot print line, and we will say this is the manager's salary, and I will do this, and I will say my manager dot get salary. All right, let me click here. Now the manager, because see, this is a private, right? This is a private salary, and the manager has no salary attribute, right? But because the manager extends employee, then will have access to every attribute and all the methods that employee could have or might have. If I run it, I have an error. Oh, yeah, semicolon. And I guess I have something here. Oh yeah, this is, all right. Here we go. So the manager salary is the same as employee salary, which is 45,000, right? Now what I can do, I can create a method here to show you that also, you know, manager could access the employee method, right? So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna name it, say, something, and I will say system.out.println, I don't know, hello Sheridan College, right? And now if I go here and I just say my manager dot say something, I should get hello Sheridan College. Here we go. Even though I don't have hello Sheridan College here, I don't have this function. This function is, this method is in the parent class. It's not in the manager class, right? Let me know if you have any question. So this is the main principle of inheritance. And the subclass will have access to all the attributes and the method that the parent class will have. Now if I did something, let me just yeah. Now if I did something, now we're gonna create a class that will extend manager, right? So this class will be front end developer, oops, and this will extend manager, right? Let's not have anything in it here. I just want to say front end developer if ed equal new front end developer, and I'm gonna copy paste this. I would say this is front end developer salary, and should get the same thing. Yep, we get the same result. So class C extend class B, which is extend class A, and we had the to all the attribute, like to the attribute that the parents, the class A has, right? Any questions? So the manager is the subclass. The so the extends is a keyword that we use when we want to inherit the attribute and the method from the parents class. So this is how we set up the classes. We have a parent in inheritance. We have a parents class, which is the general class that has, like, I don't know, let's, for example, a human, right? A human, all human have eyes, legs, I don't know, right? Body, let's say. But like a woman might have, I don't know, some attributes that's customized to the woman, right? And men might have some attributes that customized to men, right? But we can get the shared attribute from the parents class, which is the human. Yes, child class can access all the variables in the parents class. Yes, all the attributes, all the variables, all the methods using extend keyword, right? And getter and setter if the variables are private. So in our example, employee is the parent class, is the general one, is the super class. Manager is its child, its subclass. And manager, like, imagine, I don't know why I put bonus here, and I didn't use it yet, but like I put it here just to let you know that the child could have their own attribute, could have their own variables, but they still can have access to the parent's variable, right? Yeah, yeah. So when you have private variables, you use getter and setter, and this is what I did. So salary is a private. Look, it's not public. And how I access it using get salary, using getter and setter. So because getter and setter always public, right? And we make the salary private to implement the encapsulation principle. Any other question? Okay. Let me go back to my slides for a second. Oops, sorry. Okay. Override method is the method that must be defined in a subclass using the same signature and the same return type as in its superclass. And here, this is a method, say something. It's in the superclass, right? I'm going to copy this method than college here, and I'm gonna put it in manager class. I will have the oops the override annotation, and I will change it. I will say, I don't know, hello from a manager class. Okay, this is say something, and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna override it. Okay, I already said something here. Now it's not hello from Sheridan College. It's hello from a manager class because I'm using manager instance here. This is manager, new manager. This is an object of manager. And this inside the manager class, I override this method. I change the implementation. And this is, a very powerful function. When we inherit, we can override the same method and we can write our own implementation, right, for it. And this manager want to say hello from its class, which is awesome. Overload, I'm going to give you another example of overriding, but I will talk a little bit about overload. Overload means to define multiple methods with the same name but different signature. Overload will be in the same class. Override is in different, the same methods, but they are in different classes, right? But overload, the same method name, but it has different signature. And I will give you an example of it, but like, let me do an over. So you know what, I will delete everything. I will keep the classes for now, and yeah, so let's see. So I will change this into int this time, and I will make it as public this time, and it's going to be static. And I will create, I don't need getter and setter since it is public right now. I will create a method, right, that will end again. The method name will be salary, will return bonus here. Okay, so this is the parent class, has a public variable names bonus. This is too much. Let's keep it 1000, right? 1000 bonus, and this is a method that will return the bonus for us, right? Manager will extend employee, and we don't need this, and we need the override. We don't need this. We'll override the public int method here, and we'll return, since it's public, we'll return bonus plus 500, right? This one will do the same, and we'll return bonus plus 1000, right? This is public, so I don't need getter, right? Now in the main method, I will create a method that will static void. Let's name it print salary for us, and this method will take employee type E, and we'll have system dot out dot print line, and we'll call e dot salary, right? Yeah, e dot salary. So this method will print us the salary for each employee object, right? But like employee object could be a manager, or could be a front-end developer, right? It could be anything, could be a clerk, could be anything, any employee type. This is a method that's inside the main class method, and this is our main method. Inside our main method, we will create two objects. The first one will be employee, object 1, and this will be new manager, right? So this is a manager type. The second one will be object 2, and this object 2 will be new developer type. Right now we will say system dot out dot print line, and this is just give me a second, please. Okay. Oh my god, I stopped the alarm next to me. Okay, now we're gonna say manager's salary, right? And we're gonna call this method print salary object 1. The second object, we're gonna print the salary for the second object, which is the front-end developer's salary, and I'm gonna call the print salary method, and I will pass the second object to it, and I'm gonna run. Oh, what did I miss here? Oh, I missed the return. Here we go. Now, what happened here? Let me explain it one more time. It's a very simple example to explain the override principle, right? So I have a class, it's a parent class. It has a public variable. That's why I didn't use getter and setter. This is different from the previous example. I have a method that will return the bonus for me, right? This is a salary, and this salary has a 1000 bonus. What happened is that I override this method in the manager class by adding 500 to the bonus, which is 1500 here, 1500. And I override this method again inside the front-end developer class, and I added 1000 to the bonus, which is that's why I got 2000 here. So this is the overriding in Java. Let me know if you have any question. No question. Okay, great. Let's continue with our last example for today, which is going to be the overloading method. Do you want me to delete this? Are you okay? Or you're still working on them? Or do you want to, I don't know, do you want me to wait for you? I guess I can move on. Oh, okay, I can move on. All right, so for the last example, I'm gonna delete starting from here. I'll keep the main method. I'll remove this. Okay, here we go. In overloading, as we said, it's let me review my notes. It's the same. The overloading means we have the same method in one class, and we have different signature for this method. That means it's this method taking different every time, taking different parameter. So let's say I'm gonna create the class example of it. I'm gonna create public int sum method that will take int y and int x and will return x plus y, right? And I'm gonna create another method, will return double, name sum, and this will take double x, double I don't know y, and double x. And I can also I can also create one more int sum that will take int y, int x, int z, and here will return y plus x plus z, and here will return y plus x. I can't do them right here actually. I have to do them outside here. And I'll close my class here. And inside the main method, I will say I can do system dot out dot print line, and I can say let's make this static actually. Okay, and I can say this is int sum, and I can do sum 1, 2, and this is int sum 3, let's say that one, which is gonna take 1, 2, and 3, and I'm gonna system dot this is the sum number 2, and which is gonna take sum 3.4 2.2 plus I don't know 2.2, right? And we have the same method had been called 3 times with different signature. The first time was int y and x, the second time was double y and x, the third time it takes 3 parameters, 3 variables, right? And just make it organized. I hope this gonna work. Oops. Oh, I'm missing too many things here. Oh my God, what did I miss? Oh, I add a comma. Okay, here we go. So the first one, we're adding 1 and 2, which is 3. The second one, we're adding 2.2 plus 2.2, which is 4.4. The third one, we're adding 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6. Here the compiler will know when you pass the correct parameter, when you call the method and you pass the correct number and type of parameter, the compiler will automatically know behind the scene, will pass whatever you pass here to the right method. Won't get confused, right? But like if you try to do this int, let's say num1, int num2, and this is you make it num1, num2, now you get an error because now the compiler won't know which sum you're calling. This is both are the same, right? Even though you're saying x and y, but they are the same type, same number of parameter, and you're returning the same type. You can overload the method when it has different signature. What does it should have different data type, let's say, right? Or different number of parameter. Now everything will be good. Yeah. I hope you don't have any I didn't confuse you with this, and let me know if you have any question. It's 7:43, so actually I guess overriding and overloading is polymorphism actually is the last thing I would like to talk to you about. It's we already explained it when we talk about inheritance, right? When I say employee could be a manager and could be a front-end developer, or could be a clerk, or could be a back-end developer, or could be a designer. So these are all employee. This is polymorphism basically. It's the ability of an object to take many forms. Now the employee object was able to take many form, which as you saw the manager, the front-end developer. Any Java object that can pass more than one is a test, is polymorphic in Java. I think polymorphism, it's a Greek word that means many. It's many. And this is yeah, so when I say manager is a employee, it's passing the test, is a, then this is polymorphism. Front-end developer is a employee in this company, then it passed the test, then this is a type of polymorphism in Java. Which means there are many classes that are related to each other. The most real life, the classic real life example that we always love to talk about is woman, right? So woman could be a wife, could be your sister, could be your friend, could be your mother, could be your daughter. I don't know, could be your colleague, could be a manager, could be anything, right? And yeah, since we celebrated the International Women's Day a few days ago, so there was an example that it came to my mind. So this is polymorphism because woman is a wife, woman is a sister. It passes the test of is a type, right? It's always remember this. And then when I have woman, then this is the parent class at the same time, and wife can extend woman, sister can extend woman. And when I use extends keyword, that means I have access to all the variables and methods that woman class could have. What else? Yeah, so this is also, remember that poly is a Greek word, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember this since Java 1, my professor told us when he explained polymorphism for us, that this means many. right? And many means many forms and many shapes and many objects, right? And remember, there is a test to understand or to know if
Yep.
this object is taking a different form or not. Should pass is a test. This is the last thing I would like to cover. I guess today's workshop was like very light and easy, since we didn't want to scare anyone after this. After a long time, actually, we didn't see each other since, I don't know, 3 weeks maybe. So that was something simple. I'm 100% sure that you might get introduced to in your course. Let me know what topics would you like us to cover next session. That would be also next Friday, same time, 7 p.m. from 7 to 8. The last 10 minutes will be for Q&A. So I don't have slides for Q&A here. Sorry for that. I forgot to make one. But yeah, feel free to type in the chat. I just noticed that Maisie, you're here. Thank you that you made it today.
Hi, Dana. Sorry, I was there for the most part. It was just I was in the car listening. So
yeah, I can see sorry for that.
No, that's my bad. I thought like I noticed that like you only had 4 icons and Azra was there, so I was just like, oh, I guess I'm not like visible to her, but I was there for the most part, yeah. Until my battery died. I missed about 5 minutes, but for the most part, I was there, yeah.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here, Ryan and Sri. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. What else? This is, I guess, the end. I'm gonna stop recording. See you next Friday, everyone. Please type in the chat whatever you want us to cover. And thank you for joining us today. And bye. I'll stop recording. We can take question off camera. Have a great weekend.
Okay, you too. Bye.